Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me on the Average EV. Today we are taking a short trip down to FedEx Field to see the Packers go against the Washington Commanders. So hopefully the Packers play a little better than they've been playing the last couple weeks. Anyways, I love doing these short trips to show you all that you can easily take an EV, go on a short trip somewhere for the day, not even have to worry about charging if you don't want to, and then come home. Again, I don't have to charge for this trip. I may just for fun, because I like to check out different charging sites and whatnot and see how they work and how they're set up. But I don't anticipate I would actually need to charge if I were going and just wanted to go and come back, which is super cool. Anyways, I wanted to give you all a little reminder. I just came out with my Boomerang Challenge video where I take a trip from Owings Mills, Maryland to Raleigh, North Carolina and back. I travel a total distance of 691 miles, and it's a really good, in my opinion, insight into how to travel if you're doing like a road trip or something like that and you're trying to be pretty efficient. I'm not gonna say as efficient as possible because I wasn't super efficient in that video, but pretty efficient as far as wanting to get to your location as quick as you can, yet being an electric vehicle and save money on fuel costs and stuff like that. So check that out. I'm gonna have a link for that right there, I think, or there, wherever it pops up, and you can check that video out. It is a little bit longer, so grab some popcorn and kick back, relax, and enjoy it. You're also more than welcome to skip through some of the stuff, but there's a lot of good information in there and insight, and I hope you all enjoy it. Anyways, I'm on my way down to DC, and I will catch you all in a little bit with a quick update, hopefully, I don't know, maybe in a couple miles. See you then. All right, everybody, we are starting with 212 miles of projected range at 80%. Which is a little bit low. My range is still recovering from the Boomerang Challenge where it's a little bit lower because of how I was driving and all that long distance. But here we're just checking to see. Yep, so it says I have about 272 miles. It's been going up the last couple of days. So on a full charge, 272, still over EPA, which is incredible. Gotta love the Kona, especially for mixed city highway mixed driving. It does great, especially, and I do a bunch of country roads where I live. So we are ready to go. We're heading down, and I'll catch you all there. Hey everybody, we just got on the highway, hit up 695, take it to 95, over to I think it's a little bit of 495, and then get into Landover. But I wanted to bring up a couple things. Right now, the consumption is at 4.4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is great. It's been like 56, 57, and now 58 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is cooler than optimal for driving, but also it's not detrimental yet. There are definitely, when it gets way colder, it is definitely going to start to reduce how well the battery's gonna release power to the vehicle and whatnot, but we don't need to worry about that quite yet. So doing pretty well. I anticipate we'll recover consumption as we get closer to DC. Probably, my guess, we'll see. My guess is we'll end at like 4.7 or 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour when we get there. And then on the return trip, it'll go down because we're usually going against the wind and stuff like that. So I would say probably by the time we get home tonight, it'll be 4.2 or something like that, 4.3, wherever we are now. But yeah, gotta love the Kona and its efficiency. So, all right, so that's that. But we're on the road. We're gonna keep on keeping on. I'm keeping at the speed limit because I like to maximize efficiency. That way, it's less time I have to charge later. And I'll catch you on in a little bit. All right, everybody, we've made it to 95. We are southbound. consumption is currently 5.0 miles per kilowatt hour, as I kind of prophesied. We'll see how that keeps up as we get closer to the parking garage, because I actually am going to take the Metro one stop over and then walk up to the field. It's just, their parking lot's so chaotic. Anyways, so couldn't have asked for a better consumption, couldn't ask for a better drive. I've driven, let me give you an update here, 33.0 miles, killing it, loving it, love the Kona. I do want to say, you know, there are better cars than the Kona, but sometimes if you just want like an efficient car, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you don't care about it being like the nicest car in the world, you know, a Kona's fine. A Bolt EUV is fine. You don't have to overpay for a car. I've actually worked out a video, it may have come out already, or maybe it'll come out after this, I'm not sure which order I'm going to put it in, but like, it's not always cost effective to actually get the nicer car, even if it maybe has more range or charges faster, because you're going to pay more money for your car payment. Your fuel might be less, but it's actually not going to net out compared to if you get an ICE vehicle that's just efficient. You've got, you know, your Elantra hybrid, well, just your regular Elantra, but even like Elantra hybrid, it's a lot of mileage, really fuel efficient, doesn't cost as much as a Tesla or an Ioniq 5 or anything like that. So yeah, you got to weigh all your options when you're looking at cars, and I think the Kona is a great option, and I think there are many other options that you could go for as opposed to the ones people know about. All right, onwards and upwards. Catch you at our next change, which should be when we hop on to 495 for a little bit. Everybody, final descent to the parking garage for the Metro. Doing great. We got 4.9 miles per kilowatt hour, killing it. It's pretty much what I said. I'll double check, and there will be some text right here that either says I was right or wrong, but I think that's about what I said. So feeling good about that. We're gonna get into the parking garage. We'll check and see if it's got any chargers. I don't think it does, which is fine, but you know, not the end of the world. And then we're gonna get our pass and head on down to the Packers game. I will catch you all there. All right, everybody, on the walk down, made it in 5.0 miles per kilometer, killing it. I forget how many miles it was. I'll update you all later when I get back to the car, but give you a couple updates at the game. Here we go. All right, everybody, we are plugged in, good to go. EVgo fast charging. Lupita is helping us out today. If you've seen any of my other reviews about charging, I love EVgo and how they name things. Here I'm gonna flip it around so we can look at the specs on this Delta unit. Here we go, so we got 200 amp max, maximum output 100 kilowatts. So my car only charges max 77, so it's a good fit for me. Got this Tesla supercharger going on. Look at that, looks good. Got a Nero EV and a Bolt EV over there. Getting lots of use out of the station. All right, I'm gonna go grab a drink and then be on my way. Oh, let's check the charging speed. Oh, here we go. So 54 kilowatts, which is probably about right for 57%. I'm not gonna stay here too long because EVgo charges per minute, and it's definitely gonna be more expensive than per kilowatt, so I don't want to stay too long, but I definitely want to have enough to get me going. Again, I didn't need to charge, but I just don't want to have to worry about it later in my day. So, all right, here we go. All right, everybody, back in the car. Charged on 41 kilowatts, which is really not too great here. I mean, we're at 64, so it should be close, but we still should be doing like 56 or something like that. So not gonna stay too much longer, probably get up to 70, 75. It'd give me enough where I don't have to charge too much at home and whatnot. But yeah, here it is. I do love the EV Go. Oh, let me unblur that for y'all. There you go. Lupita, they name it. Thank you, Lupita. Thank you, EV Go. Over here we've got Zahara. There it is. And we got a bunch of Teslas, superchargers. Look at that. I do want to say one thing about this stop. So I'm at EV Go. You know, I told you about those cars over there. So 2 spots. Although you can actually dual charge. You can charge 2 vehicles on these with the CHAdeMO and with the CCS, which is pretty cool. So that's why they have the 4 spots over there. But those are 2 350 Signet units, and those are 2 400-volt architecture vehicles that can't charge 350 kilowatts. And then over here, the unit I'm in that unit, they're 100 kilowatt units, and they charge 100 kilowatts, which would be good for any of these 3 cars. So I came here, the 2 100s were open, and there was 1 350 open and 1 350 taken by, again, a Chevy Bolt EV. So just remember, if your car doesn't charge it fast, don't block it. If a Ioniq 5, EV6, GV60, Porsche Taycan rolls up, heck, even one of these Teslas could use these now. You're blocking for them and you're blocking high speeds. And while this isn't necessarily a road tripping stop, I would say this is more of like a local stop. It's just respectful to leave the 350 open. So just remember that next time you're charging. Hey everyone, I put my OBD in to check out what was going on. My battery's too cold. It's like 21 degrees Celsius, which is why it's not getting the speed it should at this part of the curve. So it is what it is. You know, it was sitting for a while. It was like 60 degrees outside. 60 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And I didn't drive too far to get here, and so the battery wasn't warmed up. So it makes sense. Not the end of the world. Probably gonna stay for another, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna pull and go. All right, I'll catch you all when I head out. All right, everybody, I wanna take this moment to go over per minute versus per kilowatt. So right now, and I have to double check the price, but I think it's like 30 cents per minute. So it's 17 minutes I've been charging. I've gotten 13.4 kilowatt hours, but I've been charging at suboptimal charging speeds. So basically, if my kilowatts are less than my time, I'm basically wasting money on a per minute charger. So if you have a car that charges like mine, but like slower or even slower than mine, you definitely want to avoid per minute when you're closer to the top of your pack. When I'm at the bottom of my pack, it's not bad because I'm charging usually 69 to 77 kilowatts, which is perfect. It's above 60, so it should be more kilowatts squeezed in under 60 seconds than per kilowatt. So it is what it is, but here we are, about to pull and get out on the road. Hey everybody, yep, so I checked 30 cents a minute, so I definitely overpaid compared to you know, a 31 cent per kilowatt at like an Electrify America, but it was on the way. Can't complain. It's not that big a difference, but I'll survive. I'll survive. But remember, if your car charges under 60 kilowatts, you should definitely not use it per minute unless you have to. All right, on the road, back home. All right, everybody, we have made it back. Let's see, that leg was 3.8 miles per kilowatt, so definitely not as efficient coming home like I thought. And the total trip was 132.7 miles, 4.4 miles per kilowatt hour, which I think is 0.1 more than I estimated, so that's good. A little bit more efficient than I anticipated, and a total drive time of 2 hours and 57 minutes, which is awesome. Great trip. Again, I didn't have to charge. I would have been absolutely fine. I probably would have had about 90 miles left and would have had to charge up overnight. No big deal. But I know that we're doing laundry, and I do share my level 2 with our dryer, which I hope to change in the future. But anyways, because of that, I just want to have enough where if I didn't get to charge tonight, I would be good for tomorrow. So the average person would be good. You'd be able to plug in at home, good to go. So can't complain. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was quick and short, show you can take day trips. Please give me a like and a subscribe. Please let me know where you'd like to see me go, what you'd like to see me do as far as EVs are concerned. I'm trying to let the average person know that you can drive an EV. So let me know what you want. Other than that, I will see you all next time.